kings and queens. Welcome to Enhanced Holistically Tarot and Life Advice. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. For those of you that are embarking upon this journey with us for the very first time, welcome. My name is Tamika. And for those of you that are current subscribers, thank you so much for returning and continuing to support this channel. I am in good old sunny Florida. And I'm telling you, it is wonderful to be here. I really miss being near the ocean, near a source of water and flow. And I'm just so happy. This is actually my rest and relaxation trip here, giving me an opportunity to realign, readjust, rejuvenate, refocus, all over since we are in Mercury retrograde still. Yesterday was the new moon, solar eclipse. So I had the opportunity to go out and meditate by the ocean, and it was really serene out there. My background is different because I'm in an Airbnb, but I want to always keep in touch with you guys, and I really love this, what I do here for this channel. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. This channel is definitely growing slowly but surely. And then yesterday, when I was meditating, I kept hearing, all actually throughout this whole weekend, even the end part of last week, is slow and steady wins the race. A lot of times we get impulsive, excuse me, this is too loud. We get impulsive and we want things to happen at what we would call in the military, when I was in military, combat speed. But like I told you in another video, there's no abracadabra to this. It's a maintenance, it's a practice, it's something that you have to invest in, because the spirit world invests back into us in the natural world so that we can carry out and live the best version of ourselves, okay? So thank you again for your support. Please comment in the comment box. I've seen a couple of comments, and I really, really, really appreciate that. So continue to do so. Let me shout out some people here, since we are taking the time to comment. Let me shout out, let's see here, some of the comments that we receive or some of the feedback. Oh, that might be shaking. Okay, let's see here. Let me see, y'all. I had one from Leo, Sun, Taurus, Moon. All right. Thank you so much for commenting. There's another gentleman up here. Let me see if I can find him. Jamal Patton. Thank you so much for leaving a comment. And I think a couple of others have left a comment here and there. But just continue to leave comments, y'all. I love the feedback. I love us to have an open dialogue. So let's continue to do that, okay? Spirit guide, angels, ancestors, and divine, thank you so much for being here with us on today. Thank you so much for your love, support, health, wellness, abundance, and windfall. Thank you for our family, friends, and all the other resources that are here to help us continue on our best journey towards our best version of ourselves. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just going to do a short reading here. I always say that, and then it ends up being kind of lengthy. But anyway, I'm going to go with the flow because that's where I'm at right now. This is probably the only thing. Man, this card keeps coming out. Nature. Getting out in nature. In my case, my nature is going to be the water source for this next couple days. Going out to the waters and really celebrating the ancestors and giving homage to the ancestors, specifically Yamoja. Okay? Then we have signs. Okay? Signs and synchronicities are always available to us. We're always receiving them. Sometimes we don't notice them, but the universe and the ancestors are always giving us signs and synchronicities to let us know that we're at the right place at the right time. Friendship. My friend is actually en route here. I can't wait till she gets here. She actually had to get her flight was canceled yesterday due to weather. But we just settled on the fact that everything happens in divine timing, and that we don't know what might have been encountered and what was avoided as a result of her delay. So we give thanks to the Most High, to the divine, for prospering her way here today. So she's just landed. I just wanted to come and give you guys a quick reading beforehand. Okay. we're going to pull a power animal card. But for some of you, friendships may be very important. You may be evaluating certain relationships, even if it's not a friendship. It could be with a family member. But right now, it's time to kind of like cut things that are not serving you any longer. Cut people out that are no longer serving you. Not in the sense that they're not serving you as in your ego, but just knowing that, some of the conversations you have may not be fruitful for your journey right now. The energy may not be conducive to where you're growing into. Okay, it doesn't make us better, it makes us different, and that's okay. A lot of people think that when you kind of pull back from them, that it's something they've always done. You just have to explain. Communication is the key. Nature is our source of communication with our ancestors. It's the purest form because there's no distractions in nature. All there is what it is. Okay, we have the animals, we have the insects, we have the grass, we have the leaves, we have the trees, we have all that we need right there. And the wind, okay, coming through, allowing the wind to speak to us more in depth, not just in the hustle and bustle of life, but really, really going to the waters or going out to the trees and sitting among them and letting the divine just speak to you clearly. Okay, that goes along with the signs. Once we submit to actually being obedient and yielding to what the ancestors and the angels and the divine is having us to go, then we will receive the signs. Okay, I feel like sometimes our spirit is decoding certain things because we're so used to depending on these five senses that we don't actually see through the spirit what it is that we're supposed to gather and see. And so that is our gentle nudge to get back out in spirit and let the divine speak to us clearly without any distractions, having an intention to go out and receive a message or a sign. Spirit like to throw cards on the floor. The frog, purification, clear out clutter. Clear out clutter. This is very important because, again, when we're clearing out our way, whether it be even in the midst of evaluating relationships or cleaning out your house, getting rid, becoming a minimalist. I know my husband and I are really, really talking about downsizing even more because our priorities have changed. We realize that we don't have to have all this stuff, and most of the time we're not even tending to it. I got this rule now: if I haven't seen it in a couple of years, I don't need it. So we cleared out storage yesterday, and it felt really, really good. But let's get into the frog and talking about purification. Okay, it's on page 57 for those of you that means anything too, as far as signs or numerology. And it says it's time to clear out and clean up. Look for any messy areas in your life and tackle them one at a time. Don't try to do it all at once or you'll be overwhelmed. Start with one corner of the room, one area of your desk, your kitchen, or your closet, and dedicate a couple of hours to sorting and sifting. Recycle and give away as much as you can. Believe it or not, this process can be one of the most spiritual experiences you'll ever have. Another area to clear out is your body. Drink lots of water for the next few days, and if possible, do a detoxification diet. At the least, eat a vegetarian diet and eliminate alcohol and fatty foods. See how you feel when you do it. Another cleanup job is mental. Abstain from television and newspapers for a while, and as much as possible, avoid negativity in yourself and others who tend to be negative. Clear out and clean up your spiritual practice as well. Do whatever works that helps you feel closer to God, whether it's prayer, meditation, or a walk in the forest. It's simple. For some of you, it's singing, rhythm, rainmaker, okay, and sensitivity. When I think about rainmaker, I don't know. I think about dancing in the rain, okay, for some reason. So that is that. So let's go ahead and get into it because, again, I'm trying to make this as clear and as concise as possible without keeping you guys for too long, okay. So just continue to do the things that you know to do to elevate you, okay, to illuminate you, to grow, to heal. Okay, a lot of healing is taking place in this season of retrograde in the solar eclipse. A lot of clearing away, a lot of evaluation, a lot of reset. I seem to say that a lot, but I feel like all of us are at different stages in our growth and in our process. And so I feel the need to say it because there is always a need. Someone looking at this channel is needing to just continue to be reminded and encouraged that it's okay to evaluate or to steal away, become a hermit in some cases. Whatever the case may be, whatever your spirit is calling you to do, be authentic and be responsible over that. Okay, let's see what we have for the collective spirit. What do you have for, okay, Four of Swords, rest and relaxation. Absolutely. This is at the heart of the matter. This is a call for you to really, really take a break. Some of you are being so exhausted and overwhelmed that it's almost causing, it can cause you to break down your immune system for some of you. So definitely calling for relaxation, especially of mental anguish. A lot of people are going through a lot of spirits of the depression, anxiety, being overwhelmed. So this is call for you to take a break, to take a mental break. And this is actually my mental break here. I just love doing this, so this is the least I'll do. What's crossing is the Page of Cups. Feel like something is unexpected that's going to happen, some type of surprise or news that may come about. It could be someone that's coming back in a romantic sense. Could be some of you may be embarking on trying to meet someone, but it's just so much going on at one time you can't seem to settle down and focus. And a lot of you are really delving into back into that self-love and taking care of self. A lot of people feel that when you take care of self, that means you're being selfish. No, actually, you're filling your cup so that you can continue to give the best version of yourself to the world and to others. So just continue to do that. That is actually the challenge crossing the Four Swords. And so I feel like the Spirit is saying, get back in touch with caring for yourself, caring for your mental health, your emotions, your thoughts, okay? In your heart space. A lot of you are going through a lot of healing. As I said, going by the water for some reason. The water is showing up. Cups do represent water. But that might be a healing source for a lot of you, okay? Going by a lake, a stream, an ocean, or some type of body of water is what's crossing. Let's continue. I'm going to actually out all the cards and just kind of go through them as they... What else do you have for Spirit? Okay, the Empress is here. This is in the subconscious here. So we are called to be motherly. We're called to be loving. We're called, again, this is that self-care. This is that strong feminine energy that's saying that you have to stand in your power, be regal, be gentle, be loving, compassionate. Okay. The Empress is also representing fertility. For some of you, it could be in the sense of a natural sense, or it could be a new birth of something that is lovely, something that you want to manifest, something you've been thinking about. And it could be also where you want to be right now. That's where you're aspiring to be. You're trying to get back to this strong, compassionate, healed, feminine energy. Okay, a lot of you are striving to do that, and you're thinking about what once was. I remember when I used to be this, and I remember when I used to be confident. I remember when I used to have sure footing, good decision making. All of this is in with the Empress. In the recent past, there's the Four of Cups. Okay, the Four of Cups is talking about probably feeling withdrawn or not really satisfied totally with something in the emotional sense. But I feel like when we're focusing on things that are not of importance as much as we may think it is, we miss out on certain opportunities. And then the Spirit is trying to get our attention, but we're so focused on our problems. I feel like the Four of Cups is probably where you were as far as coming from a place of discontentment or discomfort, and now it's kind of like you're moving out of that. And I say you're moving out of that because the Eight of Wands here. Now again, this is meaning go, go, go. Get it done. Get it done. This is in the conscious position. But again, remember what's in the center of the reading, and that's the Four of Swords. And that's because you're really overwhelmed and exhausted right now. So even though you might feel like you're missing out or wasting time if you do rest, that's not the truth of the matter. Okay, there's a Death card and a Six of Pentacles here. So death, of course, represents something ending and something beginning, a transformation, if you will. And then you have the Six of Pentacles here, which means a give and take. I feel like this is saying that while you're going through this transformation process, give yourself a little bit of credit. Give yourself a break is what I feel. It's saying give yourself a break. You've been going, 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 and now it's kind of time to slow down. You have to pick and choose, okay? Pick and choose what you give your energy to while you're going through this process, whatever your process is. You have to really be strategic right now, because a lot of people, a lot of you right now are with energy vampires. The Knight of Swords is here. A lot of you are probably being surrounded by someone right now that is really sporadic in their own thoughts. Their energy is not settled. They're not centered. And then because of your empathy, you kind of get pulled into that. So you want to be very, very careful with getting pulled into that energy. Know when to give your time and know when to keep your time. Okay? Know when you need to replenish yourself and take a break. Okay? Spirit, what else do you have for us? Thank you. The Queen of Wands. This is in the environment. Once you get to this period of relaxation and rejuvenation, then it's time to spark the inspiration in that what you're trying to pursue. It doesn't mean that when you slow down, it means to necessarily stop, but you definitely have to have balance there. So in the environment, you may have a lot of things that you want to accomplish, and that is there for you. Again, once you have taken that time to really evaluate where you are in the process and make sure that you have all of the right energy levels in the people around you. The Magician here is in the hopes and fears position. This is telling me that I feel like this is actually a hope. I feel like once you decide to slow down and reevaluate, then you're able to make better decisions, knowing that everything that you need and want and desire is all within you or within your reach. We have the Ten of Cups and the King of Wands here. So absolutely, you're being fulfilled. Okay, you're being fulfilled in your desires, and as you continue to push forward after regaining some balance and centeredness, then this is here for you. Okay, this is beautiful. The King of Wands is very sure. This person has leadership abilities, charisma. This is the person you want in your circle to make it happen, and that person is you. And then as a result of you seeing the progress or seeing the results of what you're trying to pursue, then you are very, very content. Okay, everything is aligned. Your emotions, your feelings, your spirit, your body, mind, spirit is aligned. Okay, so just continue to do that. We're going to draw one card from the Work Your Light deck to seal this reading. I hope you all have enjoyed it thus far. But definitely the messages are what they are. The messages are just continue to evaluate all of your reads. Okay, rejuvenate, reevaluate. Okay. Uh-oh. Trust the niggle. Okay, niggle. What is the niggle feeling trying to tell you? What is that? Okay, so it says niggle, Niggle. I've never pulled that card before, so let's see what that's talking about. What is the niggle? If it said tiggle, let's see, trust the niggle. I hope I'm saying that right. It didn't say the other word, so oh, there it is, 52. Okie dokie, here we go. It says the niggle feeling, that annoying niggle feeling. I don't know why I'm saying that, niggling. Okay, that inconvenient, annoying, niggling feeling. Try as you might, it's there, and it ain't going anywhere. Most people spend years ignoring their niggling feeling, throwing their best doppels of stubbornness, ego, and post-rationalization to numb them out. It's exhausting, and until you face the niggle, life just throws you more bait to awaken, to draw your attention to the light within you that is bursting to come out. The niggle is an arrow pointing to what is standing in your way: the relationship, the conversation, the decision, the shift that needs to be made, the stone in your shoe. Often we feel the niggling feeling is our body first. Many people think that intuition is something from the higher realms, but in fact, it is the body that is the intuitive one, working through our senses to deliver vibrational information. It takes just a moment every day to scan your body to receive the intuitive intelligence and act on it quickly. You are being called to face the niggle now. If you don't face it, the universe will throw something much bigger and more obvious in your path, and then you will likely regret that you didn't answer the niggle in the first place. I know it's scary, but you are safe. Answer the niggle now. The Work Your Light inquiry is, what is your niggling feeling trying to tell you? Wow. That's powerful. That is powerful. I feel, you know how a lot of people say that when you don't master something that the universe is trying to throw your way, and it may be perceived as a challenge or whatever, or a test, that when you don't adhere to it, then, like it says, you tend to get more of it. So let's take that advice, because I feel like in this whole reevaluation stage, this is our time to touch base with those things that we don't like to talk about, those things that we try to avoid feeling. And I feel like this is the time to clear it out. If you're wanting to grow and you keep saying, give me this and give me that to the universe, you have to realize that that comes with some lessons, that comes with some endurance. It sometimes comes with some hardships, some challenges. But the whole thing is, we have to realize that the divine wants us to win. The divine wants us to triumph. So we have to all of us go through something, no matter how big, great you think you are, no matter how spiritual you think you are. The great thing about it is you have the tools. We have the tools to be able to overcome the things that we're faced with. So I challenge us all, and that's something that I'm definitely going into. We call that the shadow love or the shadow work side. But I just challenge us to get even deeper. Some of us are doing just enough to scratch the surface, but a lot of us are called to do a lot more. And sometimes to do a lot more and to get to the deep parts, you have to kind of withdraw from people and things, okay? So just take that into consideration, because we're all here to learn and grow, and we want to be the best versions of ourselves. And sometimes that means ripping off the band-aid and getting into the deep things, having to debride those wounds so that we can continue to replenish that good blood, okay, that fresh invigoration that we want, the thing that we are trying to pursue. Then the blocks are moved out of the way. All right. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Press that bell so every time that a video is uploaded that you're notified. I love you all so much. And until we see each other again, ashe, ashe, ashe.